36 years of running this event. This event's been with the Ozarks 36 years. Jim, I remember 36 years ago. What an event. First off, I want to say, welcome to the hero of the shootout. Mom and Dad and Dad are back there in the back. They have graciously opened a closed restaurant, staffed it, provided all the food, and then all this for exactly $0. Let's give them some Thank you. We appreciate it. Okay, put this in on. How about 13,916 hours is what it took to put these two events on this year. Shootout Offshore and Ozarks Shootout. It took 897 volunteers, guys. Sea Choice, Woods Supermarket. Is anybody here from Woods? Fun Lake, Dockworks. Anybody from Dockworks here? Angela's Catering. Econolift, WIA Insurance. I saw them in the back. Forest Marine, Midnight Express, Torque Motorsports, CTS Trailers, Bishop Marine Transport, RK Motorsports, Myco Trailers, BioClean. Marty's Marine, anybody here from Marty's? Fast Motorsports, Curio Wellness, Iguana, anybody here from Iguana? Fortified Roofing. I do know this next one's here. Van Cadillac and the Wilson Family Foundation, please stand up. They're a new donor and sponsor this year. Amazing. Thank you for all you've done. New people. I think you're enjoying yourself, I believe, so I'm being told. The Elks Club, which we all know those guys. Pepsi, Beyond Blue, Teague Marine, the Lake of the Ozarks Marine Dealers Association, Lincoln Marine, Garmin, Pirates Point. Is somebody here from Pirates Point? Velocity, RJ Noble, Good Boy Vodka, Lakefront Living, Clear Creek Golf Carts, Oakstar Bank, Lori Tent and Event Rental, Bud Dispensary, Tom Kine Helicopters, Montlick Injury Attorneys, Wave Audios, and Barletta. That's the name of the sponsors, guys. And without them and without these amazing volunteers, this thing does not happen. Now, for the moment you've all been waiting for. So, this year, different challenges, different things, 2 events we took on. Not just one, we had 2. We're going to get to donate $730 $730,000. Let's go ourselves. $730,000 back to Lake Ozark Charities. Okay, we're going to do a couple quick little things here, just so you know. I know you guys are a little apprehensive, different things about a new location. That just brings up new challenges. New challenges bring new opportunities. New opportunities bring new monies. New monies bring more wealth to our charities out here that so desperately need it. And now I'd like to introduce one more person, which you all kind of know. Miss Leah Martin. She's our executive director. She's been the one leading this ship here for a while and done a great job. So here you go.
He asked me if I wanted to speak, and I definitely said at the end. He missed that. Thank you guys for coming. The 13,000 volunteer hours is literally because of every single one of you guys, and the events wouldn't happen. We made a ton of infrastructure this year. We put a ton of money into production, and that led us to more sponsors. We're already getting, I was 2 weeks post-shootout, and I got a call from Australia saying, hey, we want to come in and sponsor next year. They were here during the event. We have literally a worldwide event with worldwide sponsors, and so we've made a ton of infrastructure changes. We've added new radios, we've added a lot of stuff. So to be able to give $730,000 on top of what we've invested into the organization this year is a huge feat, and that is only possible because of every one of you guys and every one of those sponsors. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. Now we're going to get to the fun stuff and give away some money.
Okay, and we're going to start this off. Taylor Sism is going to talk to us just a little bit about the Osage Family Partnership with the upper elementary.
Yeah, so our auction we did this year, Friday night, one of the things we gave away was our lake house for Shootout next year. So it actually went for $25,000. So we decided to give that directly to the Osage school. So what that's going to do is make an outdoor education center for them. And for someone who is ADD and all those things, it's really exciting to be able to give back to the things that I definitely felt when I was in school and having a different learning environment and be able to go outside and, you know, get that change of pace. I think it was really important, and I'm excited for the kids to be able to experience that, and I think we're going to name it the Sism Family Learning Center, so we're very excited to do that. Thank you.
All right, and next, we'll have you come up if you're here. Raising Hope Free Stone Store. Who wrote that? I even have my glasses on. Yeah, and when you come up, if you could just give us a little bit, just a few seconds to talk a little bit about your charity and tell us how this impacts your charity.
So Raising Hope Free Store I don't think is here, but if you guys are in Camdenton, they do so much. They open the doors. When I have extra things to donate, that's the first on the list to receive those items. They are literally a free store. They work with transitional housing. They help with drug counseling. They help really just get people off of the streets and into a safe place. And then providing, as they get them into a home, then providing them with couches and furniture and cooking and all of those things. So it is an amazing organization that's here. We'll make sure they get this check.
Dogwood Animal Shelter. I know that's near and dear to a lot of people here. Wonderful to have them here this evening. Mm-hmm. Okay. Let's take a picture real quick, and then you can speak.
Well, number one, I'd like to thank you and and is one of the originators of this little event 36 plus years ago. It has changed a lot over the years, but I'd like to thank you for Dogwood. We have 100 plus animals. We've adopted out 300. Our building's paid for, but now we're going through renovations after 20-some years of having that building. We're getting ready to hit our 50th anniversary of being a shelter and being a no-kill shelter. So, thank you a lot. And things like this that make a difference.
Well, we sure appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you for being a part of the shootout. Next, we have CADV. Citizens Against Domestic Violence. Ladies are there in the back. They're going to come up. Everybody's giving them hugs on the way up here.
You can do it.
So we use these funds directly to serve victims of domestic violence and their children. So everything that we get, it helps pay rent, utilities, helps to relocate them. So it means a lot to the people that we serve. And last year, I think we served 725 people. So thank you.
Next up, we have Stover Prom Project, or Project Prom. Anybody here from Stover Prom Project? Yep. Wow. Hey, good to see you. Awesome. Let's turn around here and take a picture first.
I'm not with Stover Prom. We helped them get started at in the shootout volunteering, and that's pretty much it. Stover Prom.
So actually what the money is used for is to provide a safe, sober after prom activity for kids, so they're not out, on the back 40 or out in some back of coves doing things kids shouldn't be doing. So that's what the funds go for.
Northwest Fire Protection District.
No, it didn't.
We scrambled them this year. That's right. Perfect. Thank you.
There you go. And look here.
Well, I have been involved probably, 15 years. And what I am is a volunteer coordinator for Northwest. And we are a volunteer fire department based with headquarters in Climax Springs. Okay, am I too? And we are so excited because our fire chief is here, and we are so happy to have him. But I do want to say one thing before I let him have this. We got 2 new engines for our fireboat because of the shootout. They died on the way to the mini shootout, and we couldn't afford to buy new ones, and they weren't repairable. So last year, the money came, and the board allowed us to buy them, so we're so happy. But we're really thankful that we have George Kramer as our fire chief.
Yeah, so this year, with the funds, we would like to expand kind of our wildfire response. On average, we run about 45 wildfires a year with an average of 36 acres, which is pretty substantial in rural Missouri. With the limited number of staff that we have, we're hoping this money can kind of expand, purchase a UTV. We'll be able to get to areas much faster, much safer, rather than having to walk because some of these hills around here are just not fun. So that's the kind of plan for this year.
Okay, Central Ozark Medical Center. I know they're back here. So CMOC is also a sponsor, you heard that. They give our organization money, but they also are a charity and they volunteer hours. They bring their, essentially a mobile urgent care and have physicians and nurse practitioners throughout our event to ensure safety, and that's a huge bonus for us. You know, it's hot. We were blessed this year, but normally it's like 100 degrees and we have heat issues and stuff like that, or someone falls. And so to be able to have medical care there on site is amazing. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone, for all that you do. These funds, COMC's mission is to serve the underserved and the underinsured. So these funds go to our Patient Assistance Fund. So like many of the other organizations in here, if someone needs help with any resources, we have these funds to help them. So thank you.
Camdenton Little Hogs. This is a new charity we adopted this year. I know they're here as they come. They provide wonderful youth opportunities for kids in Camdenton School District and beyond, really. So. We were blessed this year from the Carrie and Chris Wilson Family Foundation to give funds to different organizations. He said, hey, I'm new to the area. You know, obviously I work with you guys every day, so I know what you do. And they earmarked some dollars. So we were able to give, so some of these checks tonight have earmarked funds, and Camdenton Little Hogs is one of them. And 100% of the money will go to youth scholarships for kids to be able to play football. So that's huge. Thank you, guys.
When I moved back to Lake of the Ozarks 3 years ago, I found out about Little Hogs and immediately enrolled my kids. I wanted them to have leadership and teamwork and inclusivity. She's my football player. He's my cheerleader. Completely co-ed, boys and girls, all positions, and this is to go for scholarship because about 70% of Camdenton students are on free or reduced lunches and can't afford the fees involved, so this is for them.
The Make-A-Wish Foundation. I know there's some Make-A-Wish gals here, and of course, this is Tiffany Mawson's baby. If you guys haven't been to the Wishing on a Ride events, come, but just bring Kleenexes. Everyone's in tears. They're amazing events. There's tears of laughter, tears of, you know, just everything. It's a great, lots of emotions that day. And Make-A-Wish is near and dear to Taylor Sisson's heart as well. She was on the board for them and she's for those of you who don't know, this is TS Motorsports, so they're originally racing offshore as well. That's Taylor, and she races with Make-A-Wish on her boat. So, Tiffany, I'm going to give it to you. I'm going to get Stephanie for Make-A-Wish.
Thank you so much. I'm the COO for Make-A-Wish Missouri and Kansas, and we honestly cannot thank this community enough. You know, I'm from a small town, and I always tell folks whenever I go home to St. Louis, there is nothing like a small town that rallies around their own, and you guys are the best of the best. We have over 700 We have over 750 kids that are waiting on their wish. And so 100% of the funds that is raised from the shootout goes to local children for their wishes to be granted. Thank you so much.
Me too. All right. Camp Wonderland. Mike Clayton. So Chris and Carrie, this is another one of the organizations receiving funds. Some already have, but they provide, he'll tell you what they provide, and just know your funds go to support that.
Do I talk into this end, or is it like this? Okay, good. I've done this before. Thank you. My name is Mike Clayton. I'm the Director of Fund Development and Communications with Wonderland Camp. I've been a part of the shootout for many years because I used to work in broadcasting, and so we started out at Shooters 21, and then we moved over to the other place, and now we're going to be here, which is great. But as a charity, only a few years. So the shootout welcomed Wonderland Camp in, I think this will be 6 years we'll be going into. We are a camp for people with disabilities. We're located in Rocky Mount. This year we'll serve 1,700 people with disabilities at our camp. And we camp all the way into December. We camp 11 months out of the year. So this check will go to help buy supplies for our campers, which is fun because all of our campers get to tie-dye their own shirt. We have a very large craft program. We do a carnival on Monday, so that'll go for games. We have a talent show, so it helps to buy costumes for our campers and musical instruments. So thank you to the shootout. And I just want to say thank you to the other charities that welcome us in to help us get more hours, in particular Nancy with the Kaufman Bend Fire Association. Thank you very much for you and for what you do. And we love you, Kaufman Bend, and we know Margie would be very, very happy about this. I know, thank you. So love you guys. Thank you.
Elks Lodge 2857. So you're going to hear us call like Rotaries and Elks and some of those service organizations. And here's the cool thing about that. They literally volunteer their hours to raise money for their organization to give the money back to the same organizations we're giving all the money to tonight. So that's a huge, thank you guys for that. Sorry.
Thank you. All this money tonight will actually go back into our community. We have the Little Hogs, Child Advocacy Center, 40 families for Thanksgiving, food baskets, and Christmas also. Every kid will have a gift under a tree in Climax Springs if we can afford it. 2 years ago, we gave backpacks to three schools, K through 6. Climax Springs, Mac Creek, and Hurricane Deck. Full of school supplies. This year, the money would go for food, clothing. Like I said, every child will have a gift.
Forget Me Not Horse Rescue. Yeah! Is there, oh, they're in the back there. If you guys haven't visited this facility, I highly recommend it. They host birthday parties. I host my son's 6th birthday party there. It was great. They have a lot of events for the community during the fall and the Christmas and Santa, and the kids get to ride horses. It's a wonderful thing. So if you haven't checked it out, go check it out.
Please come check it out. We also, in addition to rescuing horses, donkeys, mules, and it seems like anything else that anybody dumps off at our gate, because we have goats and chickens and peacocks and a chinchilla and bunnies and I think you name it, chickens who think they're people, we have it all. But this year we have actually expanded and changed our mission and added to it the phrase purpose. So our horses, we don't just collect horses and collect animals, we have expanded and have a very large therapeutic program now involving traditional therapy. So if you want to bring your family and need therapy, come for traditional therapy, but we specialize in animal-assisted therapy and have a certified fleet of therapeutic horses and offer animal-assisted therapy, specifically equine therapy. So we now love to tell people that we take in the unwanted, the abandoned, the neglected, the starved, the damaged horses, rehab them, put them back together, help them feel complete again, and then they in turn are helping our community, helping our people rehab, become complete, and feel good again. So it's a beautiful full circle thing. Yeah, every bit of this money goes to helping our horses and donkeys and mules and every other piece of that. So thank you so much.
Boy Scouts. Are the Boy Scouts here? All right. Anyway. If you went to the street party and you noticed there wasn't a ton of trash with the thousands and thousands of people, the record turnout we had, it's because of these guys right here. They were there with us until after midnight, cleaning up and picking up trash and helping with that. So thank you guys for that.
So just want to thank you all for giving to our organization, our charities that are out there. As we teach our youth to be good stewards to our communities and our environments, they earn their own way to go to camping when they aren't able to have those funds. So a lot of this, what this is going to go towards is helping our scouts go to camp, whether it be high adventure camp or summer camp. So we just want to thank you all.
Lake Regional Hospital. Anyone here from Lake Regional? Oh, I see them coming. So Lake Regional provides support for us. They provide nurses out on the boats with the water patrol boats. So if you're out in that boat lineup and something happens, we have RN nurses there in the boats.
So thank you guys so much. We really appreciate it. If you guys don't know, we are the only level 2 STEMI center, level 2 stroke center, and level 3 trauma center in the Lake area, as well as the only designated trauma facility between Springfield, Missouri and Columbia, Missouri. So these funds actually go to continuing the life-saving care that we can give to all of you guys that come in. So every single person that steps foot in our facility, we can make sure that they're receiving the care that they need. So thank you guys. Thank you.
Lake Ozark Fire Protection District. I'm not sure if there's anyone here, but George, do you want to accept it on their behalf? My husband's on duty for the 4th day in a row, so I know they're like low staffing. There's not guys here. But George is also a Lake Ozark firefighter. He actually works with my husband. So.
About her husband?
Actually, I will. If you guys don't know Justin, he's put a lot of effort into this. And even on duty, we hear about it all day long. In every event that he's got planned out, and then he's trying to recruit us for everything. But he has a good time, and we have a good time with him. So, thank you.
The Water Safety Council. So, one of the great things that the Water Safety Council does, I just know a lot about these organizations, so as they're coming up, I'm going to tell you. But they provide life jacket stations at Lake of the Ozarks. One of the first Water Safety Council meetings I went to, they said, we need life jackets. People keep taking them. And I'm thinking, that's an amazing thing. Kids are, they're taking life jackets for their kids. So we just put up a new station last year at Captain Ron's right before the shootout. And so thank you for all you guys do.
Thank you all very much. We also are responsible for not only that, but those life jacket stations. We take a lot of life jackets from people that outgrow them. And if they're still in good shape, we appreciate the donations. So anybody can contact the Chamber of Commerce in Camdenton and deliver them there, or call us and we'll come pick them up. The other project that we've had this past year has been very successful is our little books that we passed out, the remaining 7,000 that we published this year and distributed all around the lake area. Let's Go Boating, safety book for boating and water safety around the lake. This next year, we're planning to do 10,000 of those because they really were picked up really well. So thank you for this. This will help us get that done.
St. Patrick's Knights of Columbus. Where's your bikini?
All right, I am representing the Knights of Columbus out of St. Pat. One of our 4 core principles is charity, which brings us here. There's such a growing need of support in our local community that these funds will go to help us continue to support 3 food pantries, the Pregnancy Help Center in Camdenton and in Versailles, Fellowship of Christian Athletes, and several scholarships, just to name a few. So thank you, sponsors.
Magic Dragon Trails. These guys are a great organization. They have put the youth course over by the YMCA. If you have kids or grandkids, take them. It's fantastic. They're doing a lot to try to promote tourism and bring outdoor recreational to our areas. And they distributed all of our 10,000 copies of shootout guides. They personally took that on a lot with a lot of other things, but on a weekly basis delivered those to the restaurants. And
the Magic Dragon Trails is a project, a community betterment project begun by the Community Foundation of the Lake. And our goal is to bring recreational trails here to the lake area to improve the lives of the people living here and the people who come and visit. We hope that it also extends our visiting season throughout the winter months, because it's a great time to be out into the woods. Right now, if it was raining tonight, today, this kind of weather is great days to be out on the trails, and that's the kind of things we're trying to build. And we're very soon going to be turning dirt for our trailheads, one which will be on Three Seasons Road and one which will be right next to Osage Beach Elementary, and with trails in the woods behind there donated by the Dakey family. The easement donated by the Dakey family, and this money will go towards building those trails. Thank you very much.
Lake Ozark Water Alliance, LOA. So these guys provide us patrol boats. If you hear us talking about all the things that we need, about 60 patrol boats between the shootout course and the Extended No Wake is that, and they help us tremendously with both racing events with providing those.
Thank you. We've been around, this is our 18th year. Our mission is to keep our lake healthy. We work very hard at doing that. Proudly today I can say that we've just received a $2.5 million grant to help folks out there in the audience that may need a septic tank replaced. We can give you up to $40,000. So we are going to keep this lake healthy and protect our property values and keep those boats coming to shootout. Thank you.
Osage Beach Fire. Chief Berardi. We're so glad that they're here tonight. This year, as I just said, Justin's his 4th day on duty, so the departments have been tasked a lot, but we wanted to make sure that we include these guys. We're excited to have you guys in the future. He's inheriting what we know is our mess, so.
Well, again, thank you, and thank you, Diane. I know you guys have been doing this for a long, long time. This will go to buy equipment, personal protective equipment for the firefighters, and yeah, we're looking forward to a great year next year. So.
The changing table. Yeah. Brad said, how many diapers have you distributed this year? 352,000 diapers.
Hi, my name is Laura Atkinson. I'm the executive director of the Changing Table. We are a diaper and feminine hygiene bank here at the Lake of the Ozarks. And the Shootout does so much for our little organization. Just to kind of put it into perspective, yes, we did give out 352,000 diapers last year, but from Shootout funds, we were able to purchase over 84,000 diapers. Yeah, that's a lot of diapers. That directly impacted over 1,600 local area children. So we're really thankful for the Shootout.
Fun fact, people don't realize that there's no support out there that purchases diapers for families. So there's a thing, 123P. Families literally will choose to change a child on the first time they wet their diaper or the second or third time, depending on diaper need. So we want to make sure we have dry babies all the time. Rocky Mount Fire Protection District. Is anyone here? I haven't seen anyone from Rocky Mount. We'll get their check. They came out and brought a fireboat out to shoot out offshore and supported those efforts, so we're thankful for them. Mid-County Fire Protection District. Let's do a picture first. Yeah. These guys do so much. They provide our divers for both races. I call him really a lot of time, him and Jeff Dorhauer, when I have questions about offshore or shootout, because these guys were there from the very beginning and they truly understand the infrastructure. Okay.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate this. These funds will go towards our water rescue. We have the only fire department-based dive team on the lake, so we use this for equipment and additional training for our divers, and also water rescue equipment like ice rescue, swift water, and stuff of that nature. Thank you again.
Laurie Sunrise Beach Rotary. Half of this team coming up is effectively known as Speed.
I'm Jerry Phillips. I'm the president of the Laurie Sunrise Beach Rotary. And I want to, first of all, thank the board because these guys just have a kind of a thankless job, but they make this program and just come off just almost without a hitch. Because they were thinking like, yeah, really? Yeah, we must do a really good job hiding that. But no, it's a magnificent program. I love telling people, my clients about it. And one thing that I know we just absolutely love our relationship with the shootout. And anytime Ricky says jump, we say how high. So we absolutely love that. But Michael has he's our treasurer, and he has the details about.
Well, we're one of those organizations that takes the money from the shootout and then gives it out to other organizations like yourselves. Last year we gave to 28 different causes and charities, and then we had 2 special programs where we donated the fence for the West Side Soccer Association, and one of the things that I'm the most proud of, I don't know if my club will agree, but we kept the Leader in Me program alive at the Hurricane Deck School, and if you don't know about that program, those kids are amazing, so I was really proud we were able to keep that going. So these funds will continue our mission, service above self. And here's what I always do with the money.
Jessica and Malachi Brazil Foundation. Ms. Connie's accepting. So this foundation, all the funds go to support kids aging out of foster care. Let Connie tell you.
Yeah, what we do is help kids at 18, if they don't get college scholarship, they're kicked out of foster care. And for those that want to go on and go to a trade school and stuff, this is to help them. We've actually helped 2 boys here not too long ago. One of them's wanting to open his own mechanic shop and help other foster kids. So this is what we do, and we appreciate everything, and thank you guys.
Lake Ozark Police Department. I don't know if anyone's here for that. We want to thank them for all the hours they give us on the street party. I think we give them a good workout that day. Kids Harbor. Picture and then they'll.
Thank you guys so much for all of the hard work that goes into this event and your support of Kids Harbor. It really truly means a lot to us. Kids Harbor's mission is to provide coordinated response, healing, and prevention of child abuse. We're both a place and a process. As a place, we're a safe, child-friendly setting where kids can come talk about abuse they may have experienced and heal from that abuse through advocacy, counseling, forensic medical exams, As a process, we bring together law enforcement, children's division, juvenile officers, prosecutors, medical and mental health providers, all those entities charged with the investigation of a child abuse case, come to Kids Harbor instead of kids having to go to each one of those places and talk repeatedly about what has happened. So we're minimizing the number of times the child has to tell their story and minimizing the additional trauma that goes along with that. In addition, we have a full prevention education program for both adults and kids that's completely free. Last year we had 710 new referrals for services, and we provided prevention education to over 8,000 kids in our schools. So, thank you. Thank you so much.
You guys probably recognize a familiar face up here, Mr. Jeff Dorhauer. He left the voting and fire world to go help play with kids, so that's he does the hard job and has the hard conversations in schools. Thank you, Jeff. And he takes a weekly phone call from me with questions. I thought it would stop after the first year, but I still keep finding new questions. Don't I, Jeff? Camden County Sheriff's Department. I don't know if they're here. I haven't seen anybody. LAI. Happy birthday.
All right, so Lake Area Industries is a sheltered workshop here in Camdenton, and we provide meaningful employment for 54 adults with disabilities. We offer services such as packaging and assembly, cardboard recycling, secure document destruction, and duck foam recycling. And we have a gifted garden center for you'll see in if you come to buy flowers. Recently, or this year, we have expanded our services by taking employees out into the community to work. One of those partnerships is with Missouri Forget-Me-Not Horse Rescue, and we're really thrilled to be doing the work outside of the workshop. So we have a crew that goes to Lurie Care Center as well, and we operate the food counter at the Missouri Trap Shooting Association. So these funds helped us buy vans to get those crews to work out in the community. So thank you very much.
Sunrise Beach Fire Protection District.
Thank you. We use this money to support the communications trailer, and we have 2 boats out on the water during the shootout, and this pretty much covers the overhead and overtime cost to have the people there. So thank you very much.
CERT, Camden County Emergency Response Team. Is there anyone here from CERT? Nope, okay. Gravelway Fire Protection District. Is there anyone from Gravelway? Nope. They provided us with fire boats during shootout offshore. Sunrise Beach Police Department. He's here, I saw him. Chief Ray. So my first shootout, I was stopped to turn into the title office at Ron's, and I got hit. And he wanted to talk to me about shootout, and I got a little nervous because it was like June, it was my first year, and my birthday's May 22nd. Guess what expired on May 22nd? So I thought, here's my introduction. Here's my expired license.
Thank you, guys. This is going to go to just officer safety equipment, different things to help the officers keep them safe and get the response up. And Rob, it's nice to see Sunrise Beach beat us to something.
Lake West Chamber.
So you already heard, I can't say anything. I can make this last a long time. No, Lake West U.S. Chamber, we support the whole community, whether it's a small business, a big business, or nonprofit organizations, volunteer organizations. We are here to be your community support. We are also your liaison with our local government entities. So if there are things that you as a community, as a nonprofit organization, have interest in or have questions about, let us know at the Chamber and we will do what we can to help you out and help you find those answers. Thank you for this and we really appreciate it.
Mariah Walter Scholarship Fund. And this is in memory of Mariah Walter, Ron and Nicole Dugan's daughter.
Most of you know Raya. The Mariah Walter Scholarship was started in 2018, and Mariah was born severely disabled. Since then, the scholarship fund has given over $30,000 to local students that are going into special education or healthcare.
Coffin Bin Fire. I'm sure they have a team coming up. They normally do. Everybody coming up? Just a couple? Oh, I'm eyeing these t-shirt ladies over here. So what we are celebrating tonight, if you came in, it was like windy and stormy, and it's November, and it's 75, and I was like, Margie just did that for us. So, she was hell on wheels if you knew her very much. So we love her, we miss her so dearly. I mean, it's a daily conversation, but we're so glad to continue this tradition with her and have you guys here and have Ron here. Yeah, while he's talking, the rest of you guys, Coffin didn't come up. They're the lifeblood of our organization, really. I mean, they do thousands and thousands of hours in every event. And I will completely be lost last year without Margie calling to give me my to-dos, which she did.
Anybody else want to come up? I'm honored to be up here representing Coffin Bin. Come on, Sharon.
We got one more.
Last year's money, we outfitted a brush truck. Yeah, right. We outfitted a donated truck from Mid-County and turned it into a brush truck. We purchased a crew truck this year and outfitted it with equipment. And we just took delivery of our wildland gear, so this check will go a long way for paying for that. We thank you guys. Appreciate it. Thank you, Margie.
So there's a ton of them. Because last year they sold $281,000 in t-shirts.
Thank you very much. Margie loved to shoot out. Most of all, she was proud of her volunteers.
Livabilities.
raising money to build a community center and group homes for adults with significant intellectual and developmental disabilities in Lorry, Missouri, who require 24 hours support and care. So thank you.
FF 1417 Fire Association. Anyone here? Okay. Elks Lodge 2705.
We have been working the shootout since 2008. Sorry. Lori Oaks Lodge has been working the shootout since 2008. Some of the things we do are the Hoop Shoot for Kids, drug awareness. We have a huge veterans program that goes around the state and does a lot of good things with the veterans. Blood drives. We have a first responders dinner we do once a year. We have a youth day. We have a fishing derby for kids. We do monthly scholarships. We have a student of the month. And probably our biggest project that's coming up right now is the Christmas basket program. We furnish Christmas baskets to 120 different families around the lake that probably wouldn't have a Christmas without us. That includes 400 kids. Each child gets 2 gifts, a coat. The families get toiletries, food for several days, and we have been doing that forever, and this money will go towards that. We are deeply appreciative for the money that we're able to make through the shootout. Thank you.
Do you want to talk? I know you roped in some of your grandkids to help you this year, and we had a little bit of an episode that your grandson saw and jumped in and helped and went and got emergency help for that person right away. Do you want to talk a little bit about that?
Sure.
It was amazing to me because the grandson just jumped in, and I was so proud of him.
Yeah, my grandson Max works with us. He's 14, and a call came over the radio that there was emergency help needed at gate 2, and everybody kind of looked around. Tim jumped in a golf cart and ran that direction. Max went straight to the search tent and told them we had an emergency situation, and they said, where? And he said, follow me. And he ran up to the lower shuttle stop at the shootout, commandeered a 6-passenger golf cart, and within a couple of minutes of when that call came out, he had first responders at that person. Yay, Max!
Ivy Bend Food Pantry, they had to leave, so they've already received their check, but they are a wonderful organization that helps meet the food need in our community. And then we have $8,700 from grudge matches that were raised. If you guys watched the race, which we were all working the race, so we didn't watch it, but there were some boats that did heads-up runs, and they challenged and bet each other, and I think MTI had to watch the Monster Energy boat at Key West. But the racers raised $8,700 in grudge matches and they want to pay off school lunches with that money. So we have called the school districts to get funds. We'll be sending funds to school district, $8,700 to the school districts. Okay, I think that's it. Thank you guys so much for coming. I'll pass it off to any board members. We have some new board members we should acknowledge. We have Ken Lawler, who just joined the board, Shane Landis, and Taylor Sism this year. So thank you guys for service and coming on. Oh, and Brad Harrington. He's like not new. He's been here since the first year, I think, right? Have you ever missed one? He's missed two. Okay, that's awesome. He got married 1 year. Randy Sism, Taylor's dad, was our first Top Gun, and they tell the story that they had to have their honeymoon at the shootout because they weren't missing one. So, I want to call just one quick favor, Sarah Beth Martin. So my family, like you guys see me a lot in August, they don't see me at all. But my little sweetheart, is her birthday's tomorrow. So she will be 5.
Let's sing happy birthday to Sarah Beth.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Sarah. Happy birthday to you.
These kiddos do a lot for the shootout behind the scenes. They've helped fold clothes, and I debated on bringing them tonight because normally Margie keeps them busy for me. But they've done great. So thank you guys. Thank you all for coming. Oh yes, let's bring up Chris and Carrie Wilson if you guys want to come up. Also, Taylor, do you want to talk about the donation that we received to help make this considerable donation tonight?
So we had one individual or company that did a huge match for our auction on Friday night, the shootout this year, and that was $100,000. So that was a huge, that went obviously to our so that was RJ Noble, so we just want to thank them so much for that because that was huge for all of you guys and for the shootout, so thank you.
We want to thank, that's Austin Carver, the Carver family with RJ Noble. It's a huge donation match. If you were there at the auction, you heard us announce that, but we want to make sure to say that tonight. Hey, Chris and Carrie, do you guys want to come up? Oh, they're over there. Come on up. These guys are new to the lake, and I won't say the amount, but he called me and said, I want to crawl before I walk, and I thought, we don't walk the same, buddy.
Well, thank you. As Leah said, we are new to the lake, but it was important for us to find a way to get involved in the community and with the shootout so that we could see so many of these wonderful organizations benefit from it. And as Leah said, a little bit of crawl, walk, run, but we look forward to our continued support and look forward to seeing more of these great causes come to life because I know it's affecting a lot of great people out there. So thank you so much. Appreciate it.
She doesn't know, but we're putting her to work this year. She spends a lot of her summers here, and so we've already got some live auction plans. And oh, and he is with Van Cadillac. They were the title sponsor of the mini shootout this year, which is the first time we had a title sponsor for that event. So it was amazing. And then the Wilson Family Foundation. So they gave in multiple ways. So thank you. Anybody else want to say anything? We love and appreciate every one of you guys. Oh, I said, nope. Thank you guys. Have a wonderful night.